Hello everyone, this is DomIsDead on the Inside and welcome back to another amazing video. So today I'll be telling you guys about how to get all the clues in Emergency Response Liberty County and how you can find them. So first of all, while I'm going to be driving, I'm actually going to be telling you guys some tips. Tip number one, make sure that you understand the fact that the locations for all the clues, for all 7 clues, are different. They're all different for each player. So you might find them in one spot while your friend might not find them in that same spot that you found your clue at. So for example, if I was here, let's say there was a clue right next to this ATM right over here. If I saw it, your friend would not be seeing it. It's unlikely. Either way. So we're going to stop by right at this gas station. That's where we're going to start our little potential location search. So I've completed the whole challenge. You can already see already. This is actually not from the challenge. I got my play skins already, so I'm just mostly driving around to show you where there are potential spots. Alright, so spot number 1, make sure to check all the gas stations. When I mean check the gas stations, I really do mean just check in between the gas pumps. Check the gas pumps, and also check either inside, so if you go inside and go to the back room, check the back room, make sure there's nothing there. If there's nothing there, then make sure to also check in both of the gas stations, check the sides and the back right around over here, right around on this area. Make sure to check it. You might find the clue there. Who knows? Next up, if you're gonna start driving around the city spawn and around just the city in general, make sure to check every single little spot that I'm gonna show you, because you might miss otherwise. These 2 buildings next to spawn, make sure to check right between them. Some people have reported seeing their clues over there, so do make sure to check. Next up, check the general spawn area. Sometimes I heard at least from one friend that they had their clue spawn right over there. So, you know, it's a possibility. Alright, so next up, if we're going to go around up north, make sure that while you're also driving, look into the alleyways. You can find clues in alleyways. It is so common actually, like it's not a joke. For example, if you go in this spot right here, there's usually a clue right over here. But the thing is, this year they actually worked pretty well on making sure the clues are well hidden. So if I go into, for example, even into this spot, you might find right next to this ATM a potential clue. Sometimes people do say that usually you should check every single ATM, as usually next to them there are clues, so check that area. Next up, pretty obvious areas, I guess maybe to check is also between these buildings right here. Check right over there. If you go into this alleyway right here, where that ATM was, but instead don't make it to the ATM and turn into this building in this little courtyard, you will potentially also find a clue. It's a spawn point. You might find it, you might not. It depends. Nearby to spawn, if you go right across from spawn into this little Starbucksy kind of looking place, some people have reported under these little umbrellas that they found a clue or 2. Well, usually 1, of course. But yeah, that's another potential spot. Next up, if you are in the vicinity, if you are, you're done checking all those areas, check to make sure next to this, to the garage, make sure to check the spot right here on the side, right over here, and even behind them, because the people have reported seeing a clue. Mostly people have seen clues here, and I've seen that as well here, so just make sure to check. Alright, so we're going to actually keep going. If you go behind this building next to the fire department, check right behind here. People have reported seeing their clue spawn around this area. Next up, if you go also inside the little courtyard, the little parking area here, parking lot, do check there as well. People have had their clue spawn there as well. Check the little dirt areas that are this little brownish color kind of around all of the fire departments. Check around the gun store, because you may find a clue there. So that is very important. Next up, if we keep going through these little areas right here with the mobile homes, check in front of them. Check behind the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office sometimes has a clue behind it, so do check over there. Alright, if we make a turn towards strip mall. When we go towards them, we make a left here. We'll have reported seeing a clue right around the jewelry shop. Make sure to check there. Make sure to check also right over here, right this spot right here. Check around the hospital, and on the side of the hospital, behind the hospital, and also inside. Do check them. Alright, we're gonna keep going. We're going to actually head down here. Another spot that you could potentially find a clue is right over here, right in front of this building, next to the new little parking lot over here in the park. But if you turn right here and actually go to the parking garage, another good spot to check would actually be right up top on the corner over here, on this corner. That's where people usually see this, one of their clues spawn in. Alright, so if I get out of here for a second, if you go in the new park, check all the benches, check all the little picnic tables, you could find them on top, and check this one right, check this little, I guess, pipe right here, and check on top of that, check on top of the waterfall over there. That's another spot you should really be checking. But yeah, that's for the new area here. Another spot you should be checking would be if you go towards the water. So if you head down towards this Riverside Drive, you come down on the water here. Make sure to go in the cave over there. It's literally just one main path that comes in from here and ends up right around there somewhere. So you're not gonna get lost there, really. It's not much of getting lost. Check under the bridges as well, because you may find a clue under the bridges, especially actually further down. You won't really find them here. No one really said that they found them up here. But do check this little pipe right here next to the river. Some people have reported finding the clues there as well. Next up, we're going to go towards the police station actually and power plant. Check in front and around the power plant area, the police station. When you come to the power plant, make sure to check this parking lot with the ATM in it, because some people have reported a clue being spawned in around this area for them. Check around this area. Now if we're going to make a left here, we're going to go towards the police station. I'm actually going to show you to make sure that you check the ATM next to the police station itself, not the DOT building. Check right around here. You could find it there as well. If you go to the DOT building itself, though, if you go to the back of it, a lot of times people have reported a clue around this area somewhere. That's what they've been telling me, at least. I don't know, I never got a clue here personally, but you could find one there. It's, it's just a matter of checking, really. Next up, if we go towards the jail, the county jail, we're gonna check the little dirt paths around it, and make sure to also check inside. People have actually found their clue inside the jail, so go inside like this. You can be both a cop and not a cop, and you can still get in here. Just go in here and check right this spot right here. Some people found their clues there. You might not. You might not. It depends. All right. If we keep going though, I'm going to show you some more spots that you could be checking. Make sure to check right next to the light poles, the street lights. Mobile homes close to the barn. Make sure to check in front of them. Make sure to check in front. You can check the back, but I don't think personally anyone said to me that they found the clue behind the mobile homes, though you could check. Next up, make sure to check the fields. The fields here, right around them, make sure to check. Check around this traffic camera over here. If you go down a little further, some people reported finding their clue right around this spot right here. So do check that spot as well. Check this gas station as well, just like the city gas station. If you go towards the barn, this is another spot that you should really check. You're unlikely to find anything on the ground floor, but if you do go upstairs though, some people have usually found a clue around the floor of the second story of the barn. You do check. Alright, so if you go towards the cemetery instead, so if you come to the cemetery, the entrance sometimes has a clue. Each gravestone might have a clue, potentially. And just look inside here. One of my friends actually had one of their own little grave had a clue, so just check that spot. Next up, we're going to actually head back out of here. We've mostly looked at what we needed to. That's around this area at least. We're going to check the next area, which is actually pretty, I wouldn't say it was easy just because no one really notices it, to be honest. I didn't notice it until like way later. So if you go down from Barney, head towards suburbs, make sure to check this tunnel right here. Make sure to check the right, like right to the right, like at all the way to the end. Drive as far as you can. You won't be able to get far, so just check around here. People have seen their clues spawn around here, so just check right in front of the tunnel. Check under the bridge. Check around the area. Next up, go into the actual suburb. Check in front of the homes, on the side of the homes, and behind the homes. It's really a mixed kind of thing. Sometimes people find them, sometimes people don't, but do check around this area. Now, if you aren't finding your last clue potentially, I'm not saying you will have the clue right where I'm going to tell you it might be at, but you know, there's a slight chance you should check it because you know you might actually have missed it. The funny thing is, I missed it as well. I've driven this area so many times, and when I was doing the clue, when I was trying to find the clue, I couldn't find it until one day it just was right here in front of me because I checked. So sometimes check right over here at the roundabout, at the little cul-de-sac or whatever the hell it's called. I forget the name of it. The little end of the road. Just check at the end of the road. Make sure to look carefully because the clues aren't really that big. They're like the bloody knife actually was. I almost missed it. So do check around the area here. Now we're actually going to go further towards just behind the sheriff's office and stuff. Once again, make sure all the dirt paths that you know in this game, make sure to check them. So if I head towards one of them, I'm actually going to show you. There's a couple in this area, but I can only show you a couple easily. So if you head towards this dirt path right here, make sure to check all of them. It's a little bit rough, but you should check it. Make sure to check this dirt path next to a tool store as well. Speaking of tool stores, make sure to check the side of it. Make sure to check these little side pockets right here, and check inside as well. But do check these sides and the back and the front. People have found their clues around the area, so you know it won't hurt. Next up, we're actually going to go towards this area, which is really the last little area you could be checking mainly. Once again, check the whole area around the mobile homes next to the sheriff's office. Then when you get over to this little park area, check literally all around the parking lot and check on top of the benches. The benches are very important to check. So the benches, check that light post over there. Most importantly, check in the water, though do note that this little thing is not a clue. This is just a little Easter egg, so you won't be able to click on it or get anything from it. Check the little bush here, this little bush area, check it because you might find it there. Check next to the tree right here. Check next to this dead tree, just check right next to it. Sometimes you will find it there. And really, that's about the map. But make sure that when you're driving here, I'm going to give you one last final tip. This is a pretty important one actually. I just do remember that I missed one part, so I'm going to show you that. Alright, so for my final tip really, make sure to check every single little spot and nook and cranny in the city. A lot of the alleyways in the city are pretty hard to see inside of, so do check in between them. I might release an updated video if there is a need for it, or if I'm seeing that people are still having trouble finding their little clues. From what I heard though, this is a good tip and a good hint, is that the developer's actually going to be releasing very soon an update to their to this whole little clue thing. They're actually going to be giving us more information as to the locations. So people who still haven't found their last clue and need some help, just wait a little bit. They're supposed to release a little mini update soon that's going to give you hints as to where you could potentially find the clue at. Another spot actually is right over here. So if you go into this little spot, you see this little cover over here, a little roof. Check in between here. Some people found their clues right over here. Alright, so from the city park, head towards a new parking lot next to it. So if you're gonna go northbound on Park Street, and you just go past this traffic light and go right over here, this is the last spot I wanted to really show you guys. That was pretty important to me to answer everyone. Check on top of this little area next to the stairs, go down, and check right around here and here. Alright, so I think that's it. I'm going to let you guys off. Hope you guys find those clues. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification button because it really does help me out. You know, I'm trying to grow, so this channel would really do way better if people would work hard to support it, and I would really appreciate your help, guys. Alright, I will make sure to make a Discord channel very soon for this whole community because I feel like it's more than appropriate this time to let my community talk to me and be able to connect better with me. So I will link it later on when I have a Discord channel up and running. I might be streaming every once in a while. I do have a channel. I will have it posted down below in the description. Do check it, but I rarely stream. It's like a rare occasion, so you might never see me. Alright guys, take it easy, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace out.